Yo, what's up YouTube? It's YT Wake 'em Up back at it again with another video. This one is about people leaving America. They getting up out of here. Really, the mass exodus is happening right now. A lot of people are receiving that call. A lot of people are being called. But as we know, many will be called, but few will be chosen. But there are people that are heeding the message and are acting upon that message. And they getting out of here. Before we get into this video too, I just need everybody to thumbs up this video. Smash the subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel. And make sure you ring that bell so you can be notified exactly when I post. Y'all know the rules, man. Let's get this video up to like 700 likes. Y'all been going crazy. So let's get this one to 700. Then we're going to start getting it into the thousands and we really going to grow this channel for real. I appreciate it, family. Before we get into this video, I'm going to just say this. Somebody said in the comments I look like a Judite when I wear this. You do know that that's a term that goes towards a female. So you sound a little like a female? No, I'm playing, but I do know what you mean. You're saying basically like someone from the tribe of Judah. Yes, that is accurate. I am from the tribe of Yehuda, you know, or as they say, Judah. But we know there's no J in Hebrew or Aramaic. But and we know that J was only invented 500 to 600 years ago. I said that to say, yes, I am a part of that tribe, and my last name is Joshua. Like I said, we don't use the J, but we do in English. But we know in Hebrew we do not. So Yahusha in Hebrew. But that's my last name, y'all, and I'm from the tribe of Yehuda. So I look like what I am, I guess. But that's good that you noticed that. I like that you noticed that though. Shalom, shalom, family. Welcome to the channel. All right, but listen, I'm already talking too much. Y'all know I don't like to waste too much time, man. Let's get straight into this. They leaving America. They getting out.
Leaving my home country was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. I'm talking mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. Putting yourselves in different cultures is just so eye-opening. Like when you see how people are living in other parts of the world, it forces you to realize what we take for granted back home and what we put too much value on back home. Like in the US, all we think about is money and other toxic things like status and clout. Making money is very important in today's world, but it's just a piece of the pie. Life is truly just a balance of health, relationships, finances, and enjoyment or entertainment. And I felt like in the US, I was forced to basically abandon my health, relationships, enjoyment, just to get in a good financial position. And living abroad truly helped me fix my life balancing issues, giving me more time for what truly matters. So if you can relate to how I felt back when I was living in the US, let this be a sign to get out and travel more. You can always make more money, but you can never get your time back.
Now that I left the United States, this is the main thing that I realized. The United States be bullshitting us. They be literally capping, they be lying, they be fabricating, they literally lie to us our whole damn life. Do you know, when I was in New York, in America, I used to research where to go, how to go to Thailand, how to go to Bali, how to go to all these damn countries. And do you know what I found out? All these countries are very dangerous. Don't even step foot in Thailand because you're gonna get robbed. This is the most dangerous place you're ever gonna be at. Yeah, I've been here for almost 3 to 4 months. I've been in Bangkok, I've been in Chiang Mai, I've been in damn Pattaya. Yeah, nobody's arguing, nobody's fighting, nobody's dangerous out here. There is nobody killing, nothing, zero, nada, nothing what the hell they told me that was gonna happen in America. And I came over here and it didn't happen. They're lying to us. But one problem is the news. Did you ever realize on the news, when have they ever spread positivity about somewhere? If you are watching the news and it's talking about a different country or a different place, is it good news or is it bad news? So again, if you want to continue getting brainwashed by the United States, if you want to continue listening to the news and listening to what the hell they got orchestrated over there, yeah, you're going to get brainwashed and you're going to be living in the past. I was in Brooklyn, New York. I was in America. I left America. Way much better living. But stay over there if you want.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about America. They love the fearmongers. A lot of people don't travel. Like, they might travel domestically, but I'm talking about they don't get the travel bug, as they call it, to get a passport and actually can handle a long plane ride and just really go out the country for real and travel. So they try to scare us to keep us inside the country for real. They tell us hella lies. They told us that Africa was all slums. And Africa got some of the most beautiful islands. They got beaches. They got all of the animals. They got a whole safari lifestyle for real. Thousands of animals came from there. They didn't even tell us there were so many locations. We just thinking it's just one location. Africa. That's what we thinking. That's it. It's just Africa. Like you just got the United States. One country. Did you know there are 54 countries in the continent of Africa? So how y'all gonna even say that? Everywhere got a hood. If that was the case, we could talk about every single state in America. And we could say it's the slums. So we should say America the slums. But this is what they do. They try to scare the 1% of people that actually travel. Because most people don't leave the four corners of their house for real. Like where I'm from, people won't leave 20, 30 minutes. That's considered far. If somebody stay 45 minutes, you never really gonna see them again. Or not that often. For real. Special occasion. People not traveling. And they for sure not leaving forever. So the 1% that actually get the urge to get up out of here, they try to scare them. Keep them here. No, we got to reel them back in. We can't let them go. Tell them that, you know, it's the trenches. It's not as nice out there as it is here. When in actuality, that's completely false. And what we deem luxury over there, like, for instance, getting on boats, that's just a part of their lifestyle. So they're rich in culture. America is just rich financially. We got the money. You see what I'm saying? So really, they got the real luxury. But I'm saying that to say, that's what America like to do because they don't want our people to leave. Because if we do, we going to realize we've been lied to. That's really how it go. And I'm not just talking about Africa. I'm talking about they try to scare us from going to any country, leaving in general. They don't want us to go. They want us to suffer here. For real, they want us to suffer over here instead of living a better life over there.
So I've been seeing everybody talking about wanting to leave America and like the US just being the ghetto, which has been the ghetto. And luckily for me, God gave me a revelation and woke me up out of my sleep and told me to leave America a couple months ago. And so I've been living out of the country for a couple months. I knew that the economy was only going to get worse, that things were only going to get worse, and I just like really had to be real with myself. Like, do I want to keep struggling my entire life? Do I want to live a life where I have known nothing but struggle, or do I want to go somewhere else and kind of take some of that pressure off and start to enjoy life? And my life has completely changed. Like, the quality of life has changed. The quality of food has changed. The way I feel every day has changed. My skin has changed. My weight has changed. Like, everything about me, my outlook on life has changed. My dreams and goals are not changing, but they're evolving in a better way because I'm closer to my dreams. If you have the urge to leave America, do it. It's definitely easier said than done, but plan for it, do research. I literally got into a mode where I just kind of went silent. I stopped posting, I stopped doing everything, and I just dug into research about leaving the country, and I left. And I'm enjoying it, and I'm going to go to another country soon, and I'm just really happy. Like, I've had to put some of my dreams on hold, like, and one of my dreams is acting, but you could be an actor at any age. I don't think that God will not allow me to live that dream at some point in my life, but for now, I just am prioritizing my health and my mental health, because people get into that career and they make bad decisions because of their quality of life, because of their thirst to get over to that other side. Because I'm not thirsty to live a life of prosperity, because I am living that kind of healthy and mentally healthy life here. I'm not desperate for material things or status or this or that, or to be seen by my peers as somebody who's doing well in their eyes. The only eyes that I care about is God's eyes and how I feel in my heart and how I feel mentally. So to prioritize the way I felt, because I was ordering Uber Eats, like y'all talking about how much Uber Eats costs, how much it costs just for them to take your food. Like, it was to the point where it was pushing me over the line. Every time I was ordering Uber and my food wasn't showing up, I was ready to cry. When I would get food, it would be nasty. I would be ready to cry. When I would get food at a restaurant, it would be nasty. I was ready to cry. When I would go to the store, fruits wouldn't be available. Vegetables, I was eating zucchini a lot. Zucchini was never in the store. It was never available. Apples started to be real shiny and feel real, like, to the point where it was like, I know it's wax around. It's like, I just mentally couldn't take it no more. The food, the quality of life. I was going out with my friends, and I'm just like, all y'all doing is getting drunk and doing drugs, and I'm sitting here drunk with y'all ass. One time I was walking in the club with no shoes on, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We finna be old. Like, and honestly, I should have took that walking in the club with no shoes on to my grave, but anyway, I didn't. So it's like, we doing things, we drunk, we doing all of this to like numb really life. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good turn up. I'm not actually drinking because I'm depressed, but it's like we drinking because we don't have nothing better to do. And like the life that I want to live, I don't want to live a life where going to the club and turning up is a highlight of my week. Like I want to live a life where going on trips, going to galas, going to fundraisers, doing this and doing that. Like I feel like we don't have no purpose to our lives no more, that we just living a life because it's so hard to live, because we got to worry about paying the rent and paying the bills and paying this. And then you got to be ashamed if you get a repo, if you get an eviction, if you get this, when it's so hard to live life. But now that everybody feeling it, people finna start understanding, where it's coming from. But I don't know, I just feel like America is a ghetto, and if you want to leave America, do not feel ashamed, do not feel like you lost the battle. You winning the battle. America is ghetto, and they tricking y'all out y'all fucking spot, for real. And I'm coming back one day and I still feel that way.
And it's been going on for a few years now. We had the exodus to the motherland when they started letting our people in Ghana. We got people going to Thailand. It's multiple different places, wherever they want to go. A lot of people are deciding to live there instead of America. They selling everything they got. They realize what's going on, everything hitting the fan. Babylon is falling. We can see the signs happening every single day. We living through some crazy times, y'all, like never before. It's just happening so much every single day. We really becoming desensitized to it. We living through earthquakes, pestilence, that's running rampant. It's another one coming, another one of those pandemics. It's more than one, actually. We talking about Triple E. I don't know if y'all heard about that one. That's going on. Mpox coming back stronger than ever. They even pumping Bowflex 19, So just pay attention. If you don't watch the news, that's good. But I love to pull up the news articles and read what's going on. Knowledge is power. As the Most High says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. That's a real statement. We got to be wise out here. We got to move strategically out here and pay attention to the signs so we know how to maneuver through the times, the end times, y'all. I'm going to keep it all the way 1,000 on this one.
Reasons why I left the U.S. Part 2. The quality of food is bad. There are pesticides on the outside of our fruit. There's wax coated on the outside of my apple. I don't like that. And if you want to buy quality organic groceries, the price is just out of this world. With inflation, prices are already high. Me personally, I'm not about to pay $400 doubloons to get some decent groceries. For example, I can get a 3-course meal for about $2 in Thailand. We're talking about appetizer, drink, soup, rice, all that. Why would I not live here is the question. Everything is fresh. Everything is healthy. Actually, I just drove by some papaya trees. Everything tastes better. Everything is more beautiful. Everything is more colorful. So why wouldn't you do it? Follow me for part 3.
I just moved out of the country from the United States, and it is so much better for so many reasons, and I want to share why. The first is I moved to a country that's more community-based, where people are just overall nicer. Like, everyone here just seems so happy, like they're genuinely happy and not just full of just narcissism. That's what I see in the United States so much with so many people that I came in contact with, is I feel like so many people are stressed out from capitalism and money, so then they are in turn just very mean to each other, and they're not looking at each other like human beings. That's the biggest reason why I wanted to leave. Not just that, but I feel like the United States, they are poisoning our food. I could feel it within my physical body. I could feel it within my mental health. And it's just not healthy to live there when they're putting so many chemicals within their food. So I moved to a country where the laws are actually regulated to the point where they can't use GMO. They can't do certain things with their food. So within being here, I've already noticed with my energy, with my body, with my mood, it's been like a huge change. Not just that, but like the economy within the United States right now is wiping out the middle class, especially with if you are within like 20 years old, you're Gen Z, you're millennial, you know that you are struggling to keep up. I couldn't keep up. I'm sure some people maybe be able to keep up, but I had to sell my house because it was so stressful, and I was running a business that was very, very successful. So I was self-employed. So I moved to a place where they care about the people and the prices aren't outrageous. Like rent is normal, food is normal. I went to the grocery store and I spent, I think it was $120 for the week for my family of 4 right now. I have 2 children. So I was spending probably over $350 a week, if not more, when you have to get like toilet paper and all the essentials just to get by in the United States. So I can overall say, like, just by being here, I'm happier with the climate. The climate's amazing. It's year round, just like really warm. I feel like the United States, like they're messing with our weather. And if anyone doesn't agree with that, that is fine. But please comment and like and let me know if you're on the same thought process, if you have any questions about moving out of the country, I'd love to answer them because I know people are curious. And thank you so much.
And let me tell you the top 3 reasons why I left the US 10 months ago. The first reason is the food in the US got me super sick. I had a chef, a nutritionist, I was eating mainly whole food. I was also working out almost 6 times a week. I went to the doctor, I was diagnosed with a leaky gut, and it literally made no sense to me. Every time I would eat out or even eat my own meals, I would be so bloated and I would always have to run to the bathroom because my stomach hurt. I've been traveling the world full time for about 4 years now, and I noticed that every time I was abroad, whether I was in Europe, Central South America, I never got stomach aches and I felt so good after every meal. Note taken. Second reason is the work-life balance. I have my own companies that I run in the US remotely. I just noticed that every time I was in the US, the hustle culture completely consumed my work ethic. As soon as I wake up, I got emails and phone calls and I just felt like this pressure to constantly be on the grind. When I moved to Europe, not only am I 6 to 8 hours ahead of the time zone where my companies operate in, people here work to live, they don't live to work. That energy literally rubbed off on me. So that gives me time to just enjoy my day, enjoy slow mornings, not look at my phone, not answer text messages, really just enjoy my days, completely fill my cup. By the time it's time for me to work, I felt so good, work my 4-hour days, and then just call it a day. No one here makes me feel guilty for that, and I'm so grateful. And number 3, as a Latina American, I feel super safe here. I was born and raised in the Bronx. I lived in New York and New Jersey for about 27 years collectively. I have been trained and raised to always be on my P's and Q's, always have eyes in the back of my head, always felt a sense of fear every time I would go to public places and just have the most insane anxiety. With over 630 mass shootings that happened in the US in 2023, I can't help but to think, what if? That lack of peace of mind will never want to experience again. Here in Europe, it'll be 2, 3 in the morning and I would go outside and not even think twice about doing it. I feel so safe here. You'll see kids running around at midnight and their families just having drinks. Everybody's just having an amazing time. That peace of mind is everything to me. I qualify for the digital nomad visa to live in Spain, but it also gives me the opportunity to live anywhere in the European Union. Currently in France, just checking it out and seeing if this is a place that I want to live, and that freedom and that choice is everything. If you want to learn how to live in a different country for even 90 days just to check it out, I put together a free playbook on how you could do it without a visa, which makes your experience so much simpler so you don't have to worry about the legality of things. Comment playbook below and I'll send it over to you.
Guys, I kid you not. I went to my rheumatologist today and we were talking and I was like, yeah.
So this girl's talking about how her doctor was really proud of her for moving and leaving America and how he believes it's going to help with her autoimmune condition. This reminded me of all like Somali parents, just immigrant parents in general, how whenever they go back home, they always feel like their headache, their muscle aches, everything feels so much better. And growing up, I used to be like delusional, like that can't be right. But as I get older, especially as someone who's interested in holistic health, it makes so much sense now. Like to come from a country that has sun all the time, you're walking everywhere, you have healthy, fresh foods, it's almost impossible that you're not feeling better. And I wish, especially in the Somali community or like any immigrant community, that it became a norm when someone gets older, if they can, to go back home. I've been seeing a lot of like grandparents living like kind of like bi-coastal, like in the summer they might come back here for their like doctors and stuff like that, and they go back to Kenya, Somalia, whatever it is. And I think that's so much more healthier and better for them. And literally my grandpa does this and he feels so much better. And inshallah, like once I get older, I would love to leave this country because I do have an autoimmune condition myself. And whenever I do leave America, I feel 10 times better. But this video was, I was like, oh my God, African parents were right.
So listen, how many people feel like America might be making them sick? We know we eating GMO foods. We know we eating foods that sprayed with pesticides. We know, man, I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I ain't even gotta break it down. We know the food here is garbage, man. We know that we got the highest rate of obesity. We know that we just not a healthy nation overall. I ain't gotta break it down. We know that. We understand what they doing to the food, right? This food is not even food anymore. They're making lab-made meat. Lab-made meat is about to be a thing. It's actually already, ain't it already in stores? Like they already passed it that they can create this and sell this. The WEF want people eating bugs in a minute. You better look up Tyson Foods. Told y'all, I'm gonna keep it real. So yeah, America, this is not the, this really not where you wanna be at. I don't think nobody really want to be here no more. Everybody realizing, low-key, I could live a better life everywhere else, and all of this not really going on in these other countries. Today I was talking to my boy in Australia. He couldn't believe that we got seedless watermelon here. I'm like, yeah, we got seedless lemons. I done seen seedless lemons. What is this that we're consuming for real? What is this? And you are what you eat, so this is why we're so sick. But we know they get paid off of us getting sick. They don't want to cure us. They just want to maintain us, maintain our sickness for us. That's what the doctor for, to maintain it. It's a business at the end of the day. And America is a huge corporation, right? So they're making money off of all of us. We got to know that. We got to know that. But listen, I done said more than enough on this video. Do y'all feel like this food is making y'all sick? Like, do you actually recognize it? Number 2, have you ever been to another country and could you taste the quality of food? Did it taste better? Because I can tell you, fruit do taste better in Thailand. Mangoes almost taste like candy out there. It was almost too sweet, but I loved it. I miss it, so I can tell you. But drop below in the comments y'all opinion. Talk to me in the comments. I appreciate everybody watching. Shalom.